What if I ranked the decks in Balatro? But you see, I don't want to actually do that. There are plenty of other people out there who have much more experience with me than the game, who have already ranked the decks. I want to rank the decks, except I want ChatGPT to give me the deck descriptions. You see, I'm going to let ChatGPT tell me what every single deck in Balatro does, and then I'm going to rank that, and I'm going to put those decks up against each other and see which one is the best deck. All right, let's start ranking. So, red deck has. So, here are the base stats for the decks, by the way. So, apparently, here are the base stats: 3 hands, you only have a hand size of 5, and you only get 2 discards per round. So, those are the base stats, and your base Joker slots are 5. So the base stats are already way worse than the ones in the real game. In the real game, I think you start off with 4 hands. You start off with 4 hands, 3 discards. So, and like, I think it's 7 hand size. I think it's 9 actually. The default hand size is 8. So you're down 3 hand size, according to ChatGPT. So red deck, just remember that. Those are the base stats. Get those. I'll probably just put them like right around here permanently so that you guys know that these are the base stats for the decks. Okay, so red deck. Aggressive, red deck, basically, it doesn't have any special effects. ChatGPT says it's the base. And honestly, I'm going to rate it B tier because a lot of these decks sound absolutely awful. Blue deck, you get an extra hand. Very nice. 4 hands, I'm going to put that A tier. That is really great. I like the idea of having extra hands, especially when your hand size is so low. Yellow deck, you get an extra hand size, which I think is incredible. You get extra hand size. I mean, already just better than. I mean, it's just better than red deck, right? It's just flat out better. Red deck has no effect, so it's gonna go C tier. I think I actually like this more. Do I value the extra hand or the hand size more? Because your hand size is so low. The base hand size is only 5. So we have to think about that. And I think I'm going to value the extra hand slightly more than the hand size, even though the hand size is really important. Okay, so green deck, you have an extra discard per round. So you have 3 discards, and that just sounds so meh. That's probably getting C tier as well. I don't know, man. An extra discard really doesn't seem like it's going to help, especially when you only have 5 hand size. I mean, it's even worse. Yeah. Black deck. So, black deck has a... Black deck, the way the AI says it works is it's very confusing. So, basically, you get higher multiplier, growth, and chip scaling. I don't 100% know. I mean, the scaling, the extra scaling is nice. I'll come back to this deck, I think. Okay. It gives flush multipliers. Now, here's the thing. The multipliers sound nice, right? Like, but then you remember you have to play flush, and you only have a hand size of 5. So you get, the way I see it is you get apparently permanent enhancements like chips and molt, but then you don't really, I don't know. It's hard to play flushes, but I feel like the reward is pretty worth it. So I'm going to go with A tier. Okay, Nebula deck. Nebula deck gives you, okay, you have an extra hand size. Nebula deck is just better than freaking well, yellow deck. Yellow deck, you have an extra hand size, but in Nebula deck, I think I might give this S tier. You get a free reroll. Okay, you have extra hand size. You get a free reroll, and apparently this reroll can be used in either a shop or you can use it to reroll the cards you have in hand. So it can be used as a discard, or it can also be used as a free reroll in the shop. So I think that's pretty good, especially since you also have the extra hand size, which is just really valuable. I think it's going to be really good. So let's move on to Ghost deck. Okay, this is weird. So it's base stats, but you get bonuses for streaks. So basically, you have a streak bonus on Ghost deck, and if you beat the blind in one hand, you start a streak, and that streak, according to ChatGPT, gives you bonus chips as you go on. So like, if you win a hand, if you win like the small blind, now you have permanent plus 10 more being added to all of your hands, and then if you win again, then maybe you get plus 10 more and plus 50 chips every single hand. But if you don't beat the blind in one hand, then the bonus gets completely reset. So, I mean, if you can maintain, this seems like it's very luck dependent. Like, if you can maintain the streak, this is probably easily the best deck in the game. But if you can't, I mean, you're going to be having a bad time. So, abandoned deck, you have a penalized chip start. So you start off with negative chips. So, like, normally, so like playing a high card would just give you, it would just zero out. You would gain nothing from playing a high card. So you get minus chips to start, but you get a higher multiplier. So you start off with a higher like base multiplier. So even though you're getting penalized in your chips, you have a higher base multiplier, so that way if you find like scaling jokers or mult jokers or a way to balance out your negative chips, then you can become really strong. I actually really kind of like the concept of this deck. I mean, it's really interesting. Like your base chip scoring sucks, so you have to get it up or else you won't make any chips to multiply, but you have a really strong multiplier. So your goal needs to be like, you kind of have to balance your strong multiplier, but you also have to make sure you're scoring enough chips with like the reduction. So I think this is like a risk reward type deck. Honestly, I think I'm going to give this S tier because I feel like this is the type of deck where if you can play it really well, if this deck really existed, I feel like, you know, if you play this deck really well, then, I mean, the penalized chip start, it's not going to matter. Because if you start off with like an extra 40 mult, right, even though you're losing out a lot in the chip department, I mean, it's just going to be so valuable when you find those like multiplicative mult jokers. That's like, you have 40 mult for free, and then you multiply it by times free. And then as long as you like find a way to negate the negative chips that you're going to be getting from the downside of this deck, I feel like it's going to be really good. So now we have checkered deck. So it doesn't have it's space stats, and it's just balanced. The suits are balanced. That's it. So checkered deck is actually the one real deck description. It's balanced suits, and honestly, that could be really good for flushes, but I think I might go B tier. Like, because here's the thing, flushes are so hard with only 5 hand size. Like, that's going to be a pain. And then it's like, you know, I mean, it's cool, but at the same time, I mean, I don't know if it's going to get you there. Okay, Zodiac deck is weird. I don't understand it at all, really. Apparently, you get bonuses for elemental zodiac sign combos, and so if you have cards, your cards are assigned a zodiac symbol, and then according to ChatGPT, if you play cards with the same zodiac symbol, you get permanent chip bonuses and permanent like chaining bonuses if you chain the correct zodiac signs together. It sounds confusing, but at the same time, if you're good at the game, it's probably good. I don't know. This is making me real. Yeah, this deck sucks. This deck sucks. Let's honestly knock some things down here. It's okay, right? Like let's be honest. Now looking back at red deck kind of just sucks. Green deck, an extra discard. I mean, that's all right. What does yellow deck do? Extra hand size. That's probably honestly really good. I value the extra hand size. I just don't know. This just seems like it's gonna be so hard to utilize. I feel I don't know because zodiac symbols don't actually exist, so it's like so difficult for me to say like if this was real. I'm sure this is like this would be like the hardest deck in the game to play, and it would probably require a lot of skill to utilize. So for that reason, I'm gonna put it in C tier. Okay, where is painted deck? Okay, enhanced. This deck is overpowered. This is going in like this was a real card. This was a real thing. This would be top of S tier. This is overpowered. This is basically hacks. So basically every single hand, you can change your card's suit if you want. You can change your card's suit at any time. I think it's like twice per round. So you have like, as far as I can tell, 2 manipulations that you can do per hand. So you can either change suit, you can increase or decrease rank by 1. So it would basically be like receiving 3 tarot cards, basically, to a lesser extent. You would basically be able to manipulate the cards in your hand and make them whatever you want. And that just seems really, really strong. It seems like you're able to add like holographic and shape those cards however you want. It sounds broken. The way ChatGPT, it just sounds like it would be overpowered. Okay, anaglyph deck. Oh, so this deck you have to combine red and black suits, and it rewards you for it. It's like, what's that one? This is earn the one that makes you play all 4 suits and gives you times 3 more. So the more you mix your suits, it's like that, but as a deck. The more you mix your suits, the more passive bonuses you gain. So like if you play a heart, a diamond, a spade, and a club, then you gain like plus 20 more, plus 50 chips, or something like that. And it's like, I don't know. It seems like it's hard to play around, but it also seems like boss blinds would be really tough for this suit. Because I'm just trying to think like, the boss blinds that make it so that it like disables some of your suit. I think I'm going to give it B tier because of that. Because, like, you might not, if you run into those boss blinds, it's like, I'm thinking, like, you could do, like, wild cards, but then you're going to be in such a bad spot if you run into one of those boss blinds, and there's 4 of them. So it just makes me think, like, at the end, it's not really going to be worth it. Okay, plasma deck. I don't understand this. So there's, like, energy, and you get energy. You get energy mechanics, and then you spend that energy on extra chips and extra multiplier effects, and you can use this energy to like buff your jokers. You need to manage your energy well because you only get a certain amount of it per round, and you can increase it with jokers apparently. And then also, it just seems I really. I mean, you have to manage your energy though, and it's like, I'm just trying to think. I mean, energy management, that's just so rough. I think I'm gonna go B tier. Okay, erratic deck. Yeah, I don't know. It's random effects, and the thing about random effect, it can be bad effects too, bad effects or good effects, and I just don't know if I can like really vibe with that. Like, I just don't think that it's gonna be that great. You know, if I mean, just pure unpredictability. Like, I just feel like, uh, I just feel like that's so bad. Okay, sorry, I have to rank Black Deck. I'm just getting caught up on my tier list. I'm like, should I change some of these? And then the other part of me is like, well, you're making a fake tier list about decks that don't exist in the game and pretending like they exist. So I don't think it matters if the tier list is correct, because it's not like anyone's gonna be using this tier list. It's not like this tier list has any helpful information in it. But yeah, Black Deck, I think I thought about this. I don't think the multiplier bonuses are really worth it. I think it's a solid C tier, honestly, because, you know, yeah, it's just going to be rough. It really is just going to be bad, in my opinion. I don't think your multiplier bonuses can justify that. I mean, that's just such a bad effect. I mean, you do get some multiplier bonuses, but you get, I think it was, you get, like, discards are, like, harder to get or something. I don't know. I feel like you don't want to mess with your discards, especially with, like, very low hand size. Anyway, so here is my completed tier list on ChatGPT's decks and what they do. And I will leave the graph. That ChatGPT made, just so that you guys can understand where I'm coming from. And yeah, let me know if you agree with this tier list. Go ahead, leave some hate comments down below and tell me why this tier list is terrible. I'll read them all. So yeah. Oh, and subscribe, because once we get to 100 subscribers, I'm going to release a very special and very cool video. So yeah, you'll want to do that. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.